Hello everybody, welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be on the air.
You want to make a comment?
Well, I got to start out the show. And you know what? I was just talking to Seth of what I wanted to do. We always live in a dynamic environment here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. So, first off, I want to congratulate Dude here.
I was about to ask you. Did you just forget what you just said to me? 30 seconds ago.
Most of it, I did actually. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. It's been what, 2 months since I've been on the stream, and it's like you forgot everything already.
Yeah, I had a good time yesterday. Going into or at Dodger, I playing with my 2 meter in the radio, or 2 meter in the radio, my 2 meter radio in my car that I finally got back, and I wanted to show you my drive in yesterday too, real quick. And the reason being is, you don't know what's going to happen, wherever you're going. So have a radio in your car. I'm glad I have my radio back. I don't know what happened to my. Did someone take it down? Trying to pull my. Oh, here, it's here. Hold on. I thought I was ready. Let's see if the audio works too. Yay. Yes, and this is me driving my car mere hours after getting it back. And this is like not as many people as I thought. And then this is the 101 North, right by Grand Avenue.
Don't drop anything on my car, please.
I just got it back.
Please
so
don't drop anything on my car.
And they're, you know what? For the most part, these people in this area are pretty chill.
Don't drop anything on my car.
Just honking and waving flags. I'm totally down with that. Even if I disagree with it, I'm totally down with it. But just look at all the freeway closures and stuff. But anyways, the other thing I wanted to share with you, at the end of the last live stream when I was sitting here. By the way, I had a lot of fun at Dodger yesterday on 2 meter of simplex. Made, I don't know, probably 10 contacts. I didn't write any of them down. I didn't log them. But check this out. This is from the last stream sitting in my house here. Oh, it's paused. Sorry. I'm a one-man band.
Hit that
here.
like button. I don't have the weather system going right now. I shut it off by mistake, so I got to get it going again. Let's see if we get an FU.
Hey, where are the white women at?
No shit. That just happened?
That just happened.
No.
So
Hey, who's that guy that was on the stream with you?
who?
Yeah, who's that guy?
So just to let you know, I'm monitoring. I want to get an FU live on the air because I just think it's funny. Seth, I know we talked about it. I don't know if you want to talk about it. We were probably sleeping last time we were on the air when that happened. And I mentioned to the folks listening and watching or whatever you're doing right now that when you're in LA or you're actually in Long Beach in repeater coverage of the wind system that you were listening to it, you wanted to hear that over the air and you never did.
Yep.
We did make a contact on the wind system on 2 different repeaters, if I recall right.
Yeah, well, as you're driving home from a ball game or something.
Yeah, we were seven miles apart, I think. I didn't. Did I see you on that trip?
The second trip, no, because you were a sad ham.
I was working like 10 days in a row.
Yep.
And Nate's welcoming you back.
I did hang out with other hams that trip.
You did. I'm waiting to email the website to pay license Saturday. So if I was to look at this, we have to wait.
Dude, it could also matter. I'll put my VE head on. It depends how you took the exam, and where how you took it, who, if it was paper, if it was electronic. Because I've done sessions on Saturday and Sunday nights, and they've gotten done Monday morning. Very processed, very early Monday. So keep an eye out. I'd say start checking tomorrow or Tuesday, just in case. But back to, maybe. Hey, Greg, I have a question for you. Will I be administering another examination to you in the near future?
Of me?
Yeah.
Of me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty echoey. By the way, we're still monitoring the wind system. From me, no.
You're not taking your extra anytime soon?
I've had so much busy stuff going on between the car. I didn't even tell you. I don't even going to get into the second incident. with cars the last couple days or weeks. I'll talk to you about it offline. That's just something I don't want to talk about online because of legal reasons. But
Oh, I was gonna say
No.
radio.
Nope.
Good stream.
Nope, I can't. Not till that one's settled.
Oh.
But yeah, I've been so busy. I just got my car back, and then they didn't.
Took it back.
It sounds like they got a repeater issue, so I'll turn that down until we get an FU.
I thought that was about to say. I thought that was another Where the White Woman At.
That would have been great. He sounds familiar. I think that's off Blazing Saddles, right?
I don't know.
Anyways, I got my car back. The part where the accident occurred, like you couldn't even tell. All new parts everywhere. Awesome job. I had them redo my windshield the same time. Totally effed that up. The windshield wipers like hit my left side mirror. How bad it is. So I got to get that worked out. So I'm going to be dealing with that the next couple of days probably. And then
Are you trying to go with every excuse not to go to work?
Oh, I'm going to work. I have to go to work. But as for studying, yes, absolutely. I was thinking about it today though, because I saw somebody on YouTube going, they were picking up the Netherlands on 40 meters, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go check it out. Oh wait, I can't go there anyways because it's the extra portion of the band, so I didn't even bother. It was this morning, I think. I think it used to be called Club Fees exam.
Oops. Whoa.
Trigger finger tonight.
All right, it's been a few months.
It has been a few months.
It's been a few months. Hitting the wrong buttons.
We're back to normal here. So what do you think about this? I got the club fee, and now I have to.
Well, there is no the FCC fee. You got to pay on your own. But when Hamstick got hit,
Really? I don't remember paying that on my own. Oh, look at this.
yeah, when you renewed, you got to pay.
We
on your
got a
own.
different sad ham. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Greg, when you renewed, you had to pay on your own. But, dude, they collected the exam fee. I'm assuming it's 50. It was if you're taking it through ARRL, it's probably $15, probably cash.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
So
go?
They got to depending on how they did. They got to send it up, and then they got to submit it up to the. Again, the team could have scanned it to a PDF and electronically submitted. They can mail it. Don't know. Again, that's the ask the team that tested you for that detail. So
And with that nice looking profile picture there for you two, are you going to try to get your general? Because I'm telling you,
what? Me?
What? No, I'm talking about dude here.
Okay.
Hopefully not. No, they'll happen pretty quick. Mine happened pretty quick.
Well, your upgrade was quick because I submitted electronically.
Oh, yeah. Well, my first time was like a month. That was back in 2000. That was an 85-year-old guy sending that stuff into the FCC.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing.
And I'm serious. It was a month.
That's the thing. They still do, and there are still teams that do mail it in like that.
Did you use your passport leaving California?
Did I?
No, I'm talking to Tim here. He was in the greater San Diego area, along with a couple other people from the channel. Tom, what's that? Go ahead.
You carrying your passport with you?
I have to every time I go to Nevada.
How about going to downtown LA?
Believe it or not, I border LA County within a mile. You've been here. You actually been in here. What am I talking about? That's Highway 71 that we went on. That's actually the border of LA County, and actually Orange County too. Trucker clock.
Huh.
I know you're making a joke there, but in all seriousness, what's up, Jason? Nice to see you in there.
So
I'm kind of stalling here for a few more minutes because I got S9 and noise on 20. Actually, that's a lot of FT8. And I'm waiting to see Colin in here too.
Did you text him?
I could.
Don't you have his phone number?
I do. I have one of them. Okay, so let me put this up. Yeah, I got FT8. I'm doing ham radio. It was hot here today. It was like 100, and I was out barbecuing when it was at its hottest. So I don't want to get too sad, but it's Father's Day. It's the first Father's Day for my wife that had her dad pass away in January. And I thought about doing something for him. He loved cooking tri-tip and this little basic recipe. So we did that for him in his honor today. So I think that, in my eyes, I think that was a pretty good way of honoring him. So it was a nice day, nice and chill. But I mean, chill inside, but outside it was like I had the barbecue going. I was like, okay, this is hot because it's like 100 and like the 500-degree heat was coming off of it. First kind of heated day since I'd say last September. By the way, I talked to somebody I know in West Virginia. I don't know. It was right on the border of Ohio, I think. Someone may have to correct me. They got like a S-ton of rain, like out of the blue. So did you get any of that rain there?
We've had rain. We had rain yesterday morning. Yesterday, yeah.
And did you see our upgrade in the channel? We can't talk over it because I'm not set up for that. But this. There we go. Now you can answer that.
I was gonna say, of course, I saw that.
Were you
sent me the link.
I think I sent you. Yeah, you can make your own.
And then the other night when you weren't what's it called, when you were you're saying it wasn't working, I was going to play this.
Regional conditions.
So one of the sites has that you can go to the retro like that, like the early 90s. Mine's like 2000s that I'm using right there, just because it's easier to work with. But the other one's like really basic, and you can like modify it, and put your own messages in it and stuff. I love that stuff. I love the internet because if you can find anything you want on there. Somebody sent it to me and I forget who it was. They're like, you guys were talking. This was like, we talked about it like 6 months ago, I think, right? Or maybe even longer.
We were joking about it for a while, yeah.
Somebody emailed me and they're like, hey, check this out. You were talking about this on your stream. I'm like, and it's like, oh my God, it's the Weather Channel, my own Weather Channel. And people are like, no, you got to put it on. You could put a scroll that says.
That's a good one. I mean, why not?
Sam was so happy you heard that. Where the white women at? Who? Well, you are who? Do you have to go to another country again? I don't know. Can you say?
I will not say in the stream, but I have tentative plans to go to another country later this year. One that I can bring my radio.
You can go see Hamstick, maybe. I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe.
No. Where I think Hamstick may be going, I've already been. But the place I'm supposed to be going, I can bring my radio, although not a bow thing.
I believe it or not, I might with this deal. I don't want to get too into it, but I might go to 2 different continents in like 10 days in October, which I don't want to do. Trust me.
Are you gonna get your extra in time?
No,
to get the,
there'll be no time for that stuff. 0 time. I'm 4 days in each city.
Speaking of that, how is what's his name study for his general? Has he done anything?
Who?
That guy? That other guy?
The deep voice guy? No,
yeah.
I haven't. I don't think so. Damn.
No. All right. So. Okay. Anyway, we gotta go play radio.
I am playing radio right now. I'm just trying to stall a little bit because. Oh dang! I was hoping they would say it. F you. And Nate, you're an extra, aren't you?
Yeah, but we gotta get Nate to be a VE, to sign off on the stuff.
That's one of the things. One of the first things I'm gonna do, when or if I get my extra, I'm gonna become a VE. I want to get back to my community.
When are you gonna do that? That's what we're getting at.
I don't know. You know what? If Smoke and Scan gets his ham radio license, I'll get my extra.
Well, you could sign off on him for a tech if you get a.
We got to get him going. What's up, Oscar?
We could start bugging Hamstick. I mean, I don't know what's taking his ass so long.
Well, I mean, the finger is my thing. Czech Republic is on 20 voice. 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 Yeah, I didn't really participate. I got to get a 6-meter antenna going here. I'm probably going to get up that loop thing, but I'm going to need help of a local ham to get that up because I have no idea what I'm doing with that.
Don't kill one, please.
I almost killed poor Dana.
I know.
I was very close. That almost killed me too. Like, and it was weird. It was weird because it was cool all week. We'd planned for him because my schedule is really whacked and he's busy dealing with his stuff. And we figured out a time, and it was like 100 degrees at 11 o'clock in the morning in the shade. I'm like, dude. He's like, no, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll get it down in like 5 minutes. I guarantee. And like 30 minutes into us doing it, I'm like, no. You enjoyed the Czech Republic? Have you been there? I have not. I have not been there.
I was there 11 years ago.
I don't got time for no Eastern European countries.
Oh, sad ham.
Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So he's on 14290. Ooh, did I hit the wrong button? No.
Probably.
I'm all over the place. Sorry. Right on. I got his first HF contact today. It was a net. And was it the North America? What is that?
Don't know.
Can you say that in English? And you know what I meant by that. I don't know what NA... That's fun making your first HF contact. And you know what? I don't remember who my first voice HF contact was. It might have been Scott. I'm trying to think. North America Traffic Net. Where do they reside at? Sorry. When did I get you? Oh, did I just get you right there? You're still 73 and out there. Thanks for getting me on 20 meters. I like getting... Oh, was that our first FT8 contact too? I got you on a hard band. Seth just muted himself. He's probably farting.
Nope. I figured I'd let you talk.
A New Yorker's letting somebody else talk?
Yeah.
I'll be getting on HF here shortly, or at least voice. I'm just looking at my meter, and it's... Oh, wow, that's brutal.
There's a repeat. Is a repeater repeating itself?
It might, like, it sounds like a local, and then, like, a IP is getting in. It's the WIN system, everybody.
K6, K6EGG.
How far is this from you? This is Pueblo. That's southwestern Colorado? I'm assuming you know where all the Colorado cities are, Destin.
K6GGBG off the
I guess I could probably find my first HF. Well, you know what? I made HF contacts on 10 meter though. But my first HF 20 meter contact, I guess, or 40. South corner. I want to say that's by what's the name of that city? Durango. Is it Durango? Is that Durango's Colorado, or is that New Mexico?
Don't know.
Yeah, anybody new in the chat, jump in and say hi. Durango's in the Four Corners, which that's something I want to activate, those Four Corner states.
Isn't there a Four Corners thing you can just go to in, like, was it Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Colorado?
Yep. I did 2 states, 1 park in 1 hour. And that was actually kind of tough. The Arizona side, I didn't realize till after I left and like looked at the map and the geography. I was like right next to a hill. It was probably killing my takeoff. I'm guessing. I'm sure some guy will be, well, if your takeoff angle and your car is at a 5-degree angle in the parking lot with decomposed granite that's 2 million years old versus 100 or whatever. Maybe I should play this when I'm on FT8 to give you guys the visualization of it.
Oh, God.
Yes, Navajo Nation's active. Yeah, I've heard that. I actually had somebody reach out to me the night I was talking about it. They said, yeah, don't set up anything outside. I actually had multiple people tell me this, including Hamstick, I think. Just do it with your ATOS or do it with a car-mounted antenna and get out of there quick. I think there's a fee you have to pay to park in there too. I don't know if that counts for all the states. I'm guessing it does. If you make it known, they will take your radio. They could take your radio? Really? Why the hell will they take my radio? What good is that going to do? You have to get a permit to do it from inside your car? Well, technically, it's not even federal property as far as I understand. Them are fighting words, Dustin. Well, that's different. I mean, I don't know. All right, this is North Carolina's Sam. I think I've got this guy before. No, I haven't. It's a new fella I need to get. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a portable setup. I'll just do it in my car. Yeah. Just to let you know, at some point in the near future, within a month or two, I'm probably not going to be able to use my fiberglass mask anymore. It's starting to get a little corroded. It's only 2 years old. So I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's not really made to be a permanent mount, and I'm kind of used as a permanent mount. So it's getting a little dried out. The plastic's starting to crack in some spots, and I just don't think it's safe being up at the I wouldn't call it altitude, but the height that it's at, I guess. That's a perfect profile picture to have. You know exactly where they're at. I don't have to go anywhere else. Maybe I should do that for me. About 10 more minutes, I'm going to try to jump on voice. Oh, no. I don't have no money right now. I got to pay my property insurance. Or homeowner's insurance.
I feel that's a common theme on this channel.
Rub it down with some... Really? Well, the plastic's cracking, though. Like the joints that you click to close. I'm just listening for noise. I'm actually, it's down to S8. I'm going to go with a hard pass on that now. I don't want to say somewhere in Europe, or maybe, I don't know where. I'm guessing, I think it's Europe. They're stopping selling them because they're not meeting some sort of criteria. You could probably look that. I saw that somewhere. Maybe it was on Facebook. I don't go on there very often. I think they try to get it out too early, but then again, you know, some of these radios, they advertise, and then it's like 2-3 years before they get it. It's like Elon talking about a new Tesla. Oh, I got this Cybertruck coming out, and it's like 6 years late from what he said. So, I mean, I get it. Stuff's hard to make, but I'm happy with my 891. It's small. It's compact enough. I got it disconnected from the semi-permanent in my car. So I'm going to use that other. I'm going to show this. So I'm going to use the other antenna, the Charlatan or whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it sounded good on paper, but I had a couple people reach out to me and say they're not happy with it, and like it's not connecting to the computers right. Wow, somebody needs to turn up their audio. So I don't think I'm gonna go for it. What about you, Seth? Are you gonna get that FTX 2 or 1 or whatever it is?
FTX1. It's been tempting. I gotta see some more people, review on it. It would be nice to get a slightly newer radio. Mine's like 3 years old, but
No, this is I'm monitoring the wind system right now. So this fader right here is my 9700 that I have up. How did you do on your POTA today, Tim? Ooh. Does anybody in the chat have the FX1 or FTX1? FTX, I think FTX1. They would like to describe it at all?
I think Jason
then
said
you
he
have
has
a
one.
ground loop on your channel. I'm getting RFI into my from FT8.
I don't hear it, at least through my stream.
An audio guy can hear it. I hear it in my ears. You shouldn't hear it right now. Of course, someone's calling me. So now you're going to start hearing it again. Here we go. There it is. You hear it right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got it gated. If I didn't have a gate on, it'd be worse. I'm thinking about trading my CS1 RS1. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Yeah, the new up-to-date features, I mean, you get a lot more filtering with it, and you'll be amazed, man. You have hearing aids? You're an audio guy and you have hearing aids? Trust me, I hear it. I'm just ignoring it. So once again, I was bringing up the antenna mask thing. So I'm probably going to take down, I have a fiberglass antenna mask in the middle, mast in the middle. So what I'm going to do is take that down probably in a couple weeks. Take down I have a carbon fiber one that seems to be doing a lot better. Put that in place in where the pole's at, and then just do an inverted V in the same situation. We'll see how that does for me. Inverted V did pretty well. I noticed I had a lot more noise on 40 with it. But let me tell you about some of the older gear, and a lot of folks will probably agree. The audio in them sounds a lot better. Like your transmit out. Like it has a little more character to it. Sweet. Just add a bunch of trunking to the Omnio and 28 HDX. I'll be on 44 tomorrow, and just jump on intercom if you hear. I don't know if you guys. You could probably trunk into it. I'm guessing. Oh, it's not a cloud show though, so I don't know. I'm gonna see if JT can take me for a ride in his plaid tomorrow. You gotta hit me up when I'm at work, dude. Jump on a stage manager PO when I'm faxing. I bet you have a nice rack at home.
That's what she said.
I had a yeah, it was a 5032 at my house for a short time. During COVID, somebody that I don't want to say too much, but he was testing some stuff out, and I was a guinea pig for it. I noticed that, I don't know, the audio sound a little bit. I'm just used to hearing it in the truck, I guess. It just was a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Null? I don't know. It just didn't sound as clear. But I was talking to people on a golf course in like Florida, like the A2s. I was like, what the heck? Another new victim. There you go. Any better is that really? Happy Father's Day, everybody, by the way. It could be a cat dad, a mom dad, or a dog dad. Last Father's Day, my daughter, Haley, comes in and lost her tooth. She almost lost it in my room, my office here. She just walked out, and I guess she kind of bumped her hand into it, and it popped right on out. So I just missed it by, I don't know, maybe a few seconds. Is there any purely digital mixers that are USB interfaces? Yeah, there's a couple. Mackie has one. There's a couple. What's the name of that? Something with a B. They have one. I don't like a lot of the way a lot of the digital consoles or mixers sound. They usually skimp on the electronics of the audio. This is something. Yes, that's it. Yes. Because they don't think the audio portion's that important. They put it all in the software, and they usually use like cheap preamps and stuff. And the reason why I say that, in radio terms, you can get a lot of RFI and that stuff. That's why I like this SSL. Believe it or not, the noise that you guys are hearing is actually coming through my preamp. It's sneaking in through my voice processor. So when I bring down fader of this, you don't hear the noise. I just want something simple around audio. Yeah, man. It's not always simple. Are you going to like yell when I try to help you out with it? Like you were your clear node? Worked on an Avid console the first time the other day. Now on Avid editing, I'm guessing. I took an Avid school or class. I guess it was like 3 days. Got like certified, which doesn't mean crap in our business because I'm Dante certified. Like level 2, whatever. But anyways, everything's changed since I've done it. But yeah, the Avid, if you're referring to editing, is amazing. And basically, Adobe Premiere is the same exact thing. It's amazing now that what I was doing on like multiple computers like 15 years ago, I could do on my iPhone. You are correct. And see, the thing is, Dakota can back me up 100% on this. I spent all this time, I'm learning all this Dante and how to route the IPs and all this crap, right? I probably blew out of my mind. And every one of the situations I've used Dante in has been set up in a different way. So unless you know how that particular either, what's the word I'm looking for, setup is set up, everything you learned on that certification is, because you're not going to know anything. You're still going to have to ask, why is that there? And yeah, I talked to somebody who said one or two is pretty much all you need. I messed with 3, and that's like hardcore design.
Dakota, you and Hamstick Eric would get along very well, I think, as far as technical stuff. I don't like brag on the certificates part of it. The part is I like about, at least I know what like the unit is. Like I've had to use some of the stuff I've learned, like to reset. Like I plugged in a Dante device. I watched it get populated, and I was able to click on it and load stuff into it. Do you work with the? Do you work time? No, we don't. You know, I don't. I think time code's kind of. I mean, it's not. It's a reference. For me, I don't have to deal with it. The IP switches and the router is like the time code now, basically. And I don't know if Dakota would agree with me on that as far as linking all the stuff together. They do. I mean, if you're doing a multi-camera like ENG setup, absolutely. You got to lock the cameras and the audio together, so that's how they do it. But for me, we don't really, any outside sources are all locked to the router, and they have time code on it that they use for reference for the record machines. But I think it's more IP based now, unless it's a baseband type of truck. And I might be speaking out of line here. At least that's how I understand it. I don't deal with that side of it. I hook in stuff that hooks into it. And I have learned if you have something that is referencing something, that you have something that's not referencing the right thing, and it's hooked at all the other stuff, you get all kinds of weird spitting noises and popping, and it almost sounds like slowed down audio. Yeah, we in the live world, yeah, we don't really deal with it as much. It's not like I don't know, like when I did single camera, multi-camera out, ENG shoots, I traveled around for a little while, and I did this PBS. It was like a cooking show thing. This was back in the late 90s, and we had to like every 20 minutes lock all the cameras together. We had like a little reference thingamajig that we'd plug in the side of the camera to make sure they're all still in the same time. And with my timing as well, with my in my bag, I had a digital recorder. I sent the audio back into each camera, so they had it as a backup. Back then we used tape. Now it's all chip based and memory card and everything like that. I don't remember the name of the lady offhand. Yes, they do. When I did music stuff, little music stuff I did, they had a DA88, I think. They'd bring everything into the console. They have direct outs. That getting sent into the multi-tracks out to the into the DA88. Who is the FU operator? I don't know. We have one in here, but he's not the original. He's a good copycat, though. I don't remember the cook, though. She wasn't cooking. We were actually going around to different restaurants. So we in 1 week we did Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo, San Jose, a couple places in San Francisco. We went to this place that made millionaire bacon. watched them cook it. We went to a couple places in Arizona. Oh, it might be. Let me look. Yeah, you're right. Look at this there, Seth. N0FUQ.
Huh.
I saw one that had F0FUC, I think. I don't know how they got that one passed. It's like the dildo one or whatever. What? Let me see here. K0FUC, I think. No, FUK. Trying to think of what that was that I saw. I saw it on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. No. I gotta get a picture of this. I love this shit. How did they get this like passed? We got K6 or K6FUU through.
Yeah.
I already got broken. I'm only in like 45 minutes in. Should I try voice? I'm going to try voice. Then you guys won't have to hear that annoying. Oh, what happened here? Well, that ain't good. I ain't got no time for bad audio and video. Really? I should just do a stream and you guys come up and find all these. Oh my God. Seth, what do you think about this, dude? That's awesome.
I'm sure we can spend a whole stream going through the databases and finding interesting ones.
Like, how do you get away with that? Oh, my noise level really went down, believe it or not. Somebody said to go to 290, so that's where I'm going. I still got some noise here, so it is a very good idea.
K6EGG, any connect wind system?
By the way, the 2 meter bozo net's going.
K6EGG, any connection on the wind system?
Should I answer him? No. Somebody's going to come on and say, you are saying your call letter is too fast. You should not do that. Who just texted me? What I should do is do it in my Colin, we need to talk, buddy. I have something for you. I'm going to put your email up and I'm going to protect everybody's email that's attached to it. So let's talk here. Oh, my head's in the way. So counties in California that I do not have confirmed are, and I have most of these not confirmed. Nobody's calling them back, by the way. So you have Alpine County. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Del Norte County, Imperial County. I actually had somebody in a hook one time, and I lost them on FT8 on 40 meters. Kings County, which I think I have. And the other three, I think I have Sierra County. I'm going to have to take a look here.
Wait, there's a Kings County in California?
Yeah, I didn't know. I got an incoming here. I don't know who that is. Sorry, dude. You're not in my... This thing got locked up. Let's go to my awards here. K6FUU. That's the way I feel about Eric.
K6EGG. Signal report.
You're 5'9" into my Baofeng radio in the city of Chino. This is K6FUU. So we're going to California.
Transmit. Okay, see? Look at it.
Now it sounds like they're arguing. Sierra County, I do not have. Kings County, I do not have. Imperial County, I do not have. I don't have Glens County. What was the other? I don't have Alpine. What was the other one? Trinity? Madera, Mendoza, Sierra, Madera. Oh, I do have 2 there. So look for these guys. Oops. Colin. Look for these guys. Look for this guy. It's W6BBS. Neil's a model ham. He took care of Seth when he was in town. What was the other ones here? Montesino? That's like a rich area. That's up by Santa Barbara, I think. I have them. I have 3 of those. Same dude. And it was a couple of years ago, so I don't know if he's on still. Someone said, hi, Seth. Are you Seth?
Nope.
What is the other one here? Sierra, which I already know I don't have. Del Norte. I think I have Del Norte. Did I just look that up? I think I have Del Norte. Where am I at here? Yeah, I have Del Norte. So definitely got some of these counties in there. Most of them I don't have. So I just need 8 more. A couple of them I have, but they haven't confirmed. I don't hear anybody on 290. Give me a call on 290 if you guys hear me. S7 solid noise. No Sam tonight. I think he's cooking chicken. A little bit of yard bird for dinner. And I'll just let you guys know, it's not in my logbook. Does that make me a bad person?
Other things make you a bad person.
Yeah, absolutely. It sucks. I would like to make some contacts tonight because I can't come on till next Sunday. I'd probably be starting my stream at this point next Sunday.
Oh.
Where are the white women at? Do you have that on a thing?
Nope. I don't have a clip for that.
Your shenanigans aren't working? Does that mean your radio stuff? In a couple hours. How much longer do you have there, Hapsick? Sorry, I already got about... Let's see how much sleep I had last night. Let's see here. What do you guys think for sleep? How many hours of sleep did I get last night? Anybody? Come on,
I
focus.
see a blurry thing.
There we go.
5 hours.
5 hours. 5:44 to be exact. Got a nice resting heart rate of 63 with my HRV at 39.
K6EGG, any connection on the wind system?
Anybody gonna answer him? Anybody in California that can answer him?
Yeah, some sad ham from Chino.
Really?
K6EGG, any connection on the wind system?
You know somebody hears him.
K6EGG, K6STV. Yeah, thanks for the comeback. Your audio's kind of low, but you probably can't hear me because of the wind noise. But can you read me? Absolutely. Sorry, I was trying to respond earlier, but I guess I can't make the repeater on low
Got Andy in here.
Yeah, you're coming through loud and did pick up wind noise on your last transmission, but not the one.
I'm probably not gonna get him until after the sun goes down.
Yeah, where are you located?
This is a good time for the FU guy to come in here.
I am currently located in Costa Mesa, California. What is your situation? Yeah, my name's John, and I'm in Goleta, California.
Central California-ish.
Very good. Well, nice meeting you. You have a good, strong signal. Good job taking the repeater.
What threshold were you getting to on for subs? 3600.
Yeah, I got a pretty good signal on you. I got a new radio though. It's not a Yaesu, and
It's a Baofeng.
It doesn't quite have the audio output as a Yaesu, but I can hear you. You've got a good signal coming through. Thanks for the report. Have a good day. K6EGG, we're clear.
I think I just heard something.
This is K6STV, and I will be clear.
Oklahoma, it's going to be 110. Usually in July and August.
There's a big signal over here. Another big signal.
It's starting to be summertime here, so yeah, I guess you're kind of used to it. But it's I don't know, it's too bad today. About 92 degrees or so.
9 minutes left.
The humidity was a bit higher.
9 minutes.
I don't really care for that, but anyway, but it's pretty warm headed into summer here. I'd trade you if we had better temperatures, but that's kind of the way it goes. But anyway, it'll dry out here later in the summer. And
Gray Man, how many subs do you want? Do you want 5 or 6 subs? Let's see if we can get
very well for you. And how much power did you say you're running? I'm curious. Over. Okay, well that sounds great there.
Let's see if we can get a couple more subs here. Dude, if you're not subscribed to him, if you can, please do. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Let's see if we can get to what? 3610. So what frequencies do I use? So I have a chart, and I'm too lazy to make a if maybe somebody could put it in the chat, that's very good. I have a chart that actually says all this.
Gosh, I should pull that up.
So 10 meters, you can go between 28,300 and 28,500.
5.
That's this one right here. I'm too lazy to. I keep on saying I'm going to do it. Make a scene with this. I have that here because I'm a general and I don't want to go out of frequency like I have before. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to Grayman Poda if you haven't. Grayman, what are you up to? It's going to be subscriber telethon until I can get on the air here. There we go. The band's starting to come alive a little bit. Let me see if this is getting some more people pop up here in the band, so I'm just going to search around.
I lose a few words, but anyway, I got you into Wyoming 5-7. My call, Kilo Bravo 7 Foxtrot Golf, November. And
Oh, come on, people. 4 more.
Uniform Lima and West Central Wyoming. Dennis, go ahead.
To put it in line. It's the Icom 7300. Obviously, it's taking over a month.
Of course, we know who that is.
I'm already subscribed. Can't help the great man there.
Bicycle rides, and if I had any spare time, I still have a flower.
I wonder if I'd expand myself if I kept doing this.
Oh gosh, I've been up in the Salmon River, up in Wyoming, up in that direction. A buddy of mine used to work up in
Hit
Yellowstone.
that subscribe link. We got to get them. Let's get them to 3610.
Some cycling and take my fire off, and it's pretty fun.
We got Joe Brett to 1,000 one night. We got Hard Rock Cam Radio or.
And yeah, I hope Cooper does well with the
A cold stream? You normally have warm ones?
I am pretty real close there, so good luck with that. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for jumping in there, Jonathan. It's been
This guy sounds familiar.
haven't been very good.
This is the guy in Texas, I think.
It's been pretty tough on small.
He's like a bicyclist, I
You
think.
just kind of have to, what you can work there. KG5MIN, W5 period.
Yeah, that's true, man. And I hadn't been in the shack most of the day. I've had a pretty laid-back day. Took a good nap, and we went to church and went to eat and all that. So anyway, but I had it on and thought I'd get out here and get it shut down. So I am going to do that. Just wanted to say hello to you since I heard you. So getting about that time of night. So we'll catch you in a day or two, David. I hope you have a good rest of your night, man. Take care.
Yes, Punk Rock Ham Radio. I'm sorry.
KG5MIN.
Okay, same to you, Jonathan, and hello to the folks there in the shack. And yeah, well, glad you jumped in there. Happy Father's Day, and hope it's a good one for you. And we'll listen for you again. KG5MIN, W5NQH.
Oh, did you get it? You get it there, Gray Man? I had to run from my phone. I could not get my laptop to connect to the internet to my phone. Skip the radio, man. Oh, boy. You had one of those days, huh? I normally, I just say screw it. I just go for my phone in the car now. It's just easier. 3609. You get the 3610, you're buying me a new antenna mast.
I'll get you in a minute, Ron. From the back end while I'm on the loop antenna, so it's really not too selective.
One more till he buys me an antenna mast.
Mike Paul, Kilo Bravo 7, Fox Golf, November, name is Paul, Papa Alpha, Uniform Lima, in West Central, Wyoming. Rich, over.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. But in the field sometimes. I know this sounds weird, but I'm thinking about getting like a Go box for remote, just for that reason. I will have Seth. 42 out of 62 counties in the. So you're a nice county hunter there in New York.
Oh boy, but which 20 of these has he not gotten? I'm in no mood to drive to the middle of nowhere.
I can't wait till Tim sends me a mast.
It's about 10, 11 years old. We're under about 35 watts into an ALS 600 amp, solid state amp, if you know your amp. MSA 986 tuner, big old 3 kilowatt roller inductor tuner, twin lead up to a 300
Good thing I'm not on the
long triangular shaped loop antenna, Rich. Well, I'm trying to figure out where Norfolk, Nebraska is. I'm going to look it up here just real quick.
Depends where in Jersey. Although it's Jersey, so it's a shithole to begin with.
I should know where it's at, but I don't.
How dare you say that about your home state? I think I got all Jersey. I'm all Jerseyed out.
All dirty Jersey?
I just can't place Norfolk.
Jersey girls aren't trash. Trash gets picked up eventually. Done deal? Did you got it? All right, so send me that mast. See there? I'm like the subscriber fairy. Whenever I put a Tesla video out, I get like millions of views. When I put a ham radio video out, I get like 20. All right, this guy's just gonna bullshit. See, I like to do crazy stuff. Like, if I get, where am I at right now on subscribers? So I'm at 1658. So, sorry, 16,758. So if I get to 16,800, I'll call CQ out on 14,300. How does that sound? Yeah, do something crazy.
That's the Maritime Mobile Net. You need 14,313.
Nope. You're missing the point.
How many subscribers to call CQ on 7.2?
I'll do that for 10. That's an easy one. 14,300 is another one. I would argue, so I would go on, I would say, is it frequency in use? And I'm sure some Alpha Hotel will call back and say, yeah, this is the Maritime, blah, blah, blah. I go, but yeah, is it in use right this minute? Nothing heard. And then I'll start calling out CQ. Really? Were you getting some sporadic E off the JTIAN missiles coming in or whatever? Or whatever they're called? Surface-to-air missiles? This guy just dropped. Yeah, he always sounds good. Where should I go? Where's free for you guys? I'm going to start calling out. It's 8 o'clock. My sun's down. Wrong fader.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Answering my call. You have a nice signal here on the west coast. You're 5 dB over 9.
I know I'm in general or
5
extra
dB over
territory.
S9. Very nice copy this evening. And my name is Greg. Greg is my name.
What a good name he has.
I know that Greg can talk on the extra bands.
Where should I go? Where should I go? I ate way too much food today. What the heck is going on here? That's I like to track airline or airplane. That's C-17s, I believe. Lima, the Yankee Foxtrot. Sounds like some DX in here. Oh, I've talked to him before, right? Yeah, I've talked to him.
Whiskey 6, Papa Bravo Oscar.
Oh, hey, can you do me a favor? Somebody, just hit that thumbs up button. What do we have here? Yes. I use that site daily.
Roger, you
All right. He's not 5'9" here. All right, I'm gonna find a place I can park myself.
Seafarers Net, we're listening now for any vessels underway or about to get underway that might like to join our roll call if that's your status call now with your amateur call sign. Over.
Yes, I do that quite often.
Are there any additional relay stations who'd like to check in at this time? Over.
Yeah, is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use? Ooh. Let's try this again. Tuned up. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from just outside of downtown Los Angeles in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of it. East of downtown Los Angeles, that is. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ on 20 meters tonight. I don't see him on my scope. Not here. I don't see anything there. What? I do have S5 noise. Or a 6. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 20 meters tonight. I think now I heard something about. Yeah, now I'm getting the bleed over. Thought I heard somebody clear though for a second.
Lima, go ahead. Roger, Brad, very good. Brad, nice to meet you. You're a very good 5 and 9 signal, 5 and 9 into Wyoming tonight.
I heard this guy talking on another frequency.
Name okay? Absolutely, my friend, no problem. It's Kilo Bravo 7. Foxtrot Golf November, that's King Baker 7, France, Germany, Norway, and the name is Alpha Uniform Lima, Vlad, go ahead.
Really? It's Sydney's like a 2-hour flight from you. I guess stuff's about ready to go down here.
But I was mistaken.
All right, I'm gonna maybe park myself. What is that little? It's like someone turning on a hairdryer or something. You see, this is why something's going on. And what is that noise? Maybe I bet you Hamstick Eric knows exactly what that noise is. Do you know what that noise is, Seth? That little
negative.
That goes across the screen every once in a while. You'll hear and then you'll see it on my scope there. Maybe it's some like radar detecting, I don't know, band detecting crap. I told you who would know. No? No, it doesn't sound like a beacon. You don't know? Hamstick Eric does not know something about ham radio. I'm very disappointed in you. I don't know, it doesn't sound, no, that sounds like something generated to me. But who? Who shoots it up? Can we find the guy that shoots it up? That's the thing. They find the MUF, the muff. Maximum usable frequency, in case you guys don't know, which most of you guys do. Noah said does it?
K6EGG. Listening.
Interesting. Is it like a time thing? Do they do it every 10 minutes? I can hear it do on Tuesday. Really? Hey, Dana, I got my car back. Really? Can we go to the location and then like ask them questions? That's like, you know what? Somebody should make a video about that. So if Tim, are you still in here? Content create, man. Everything's great in the car except my windshield or my windshield wipers. I gotta adjust them. The one over my driver's side hits my left mirror. It's like way out of whack. Did you have too much Little Caesars? Oh, I was close. That was going to be my second guess. You know, Ted, that is not true. We get something called the marine layer here. So at night, after the sun goes down, we get dew on our windows at night. So we need our windshield wipers to knock that off. So nice try, mister. But yes, we do use windshield wipers here. It's not like mist. It's like dew. I have most of them in my house. Interesting. They did. They still need to adjust my windshield wipers. I think it's like probably takes them 5 minutes. Come on, we got like 20 inches of rain in California this summer or this winter. I know how to drive in the rain. Come on. I don't know how to drive in the snow. Dana, you couldn't even tell if anything happened. They put all new parts on there. They actually did a really good job. I'm a little pissed off about the windshield wiper, though. I mean, if something had to go, I guess that would be the thing to go. At least. And the other thing is, one of my tires was they had to replace the wheel, and they pumped the tire to like 51 psi. So I was getting all these alerts, like over pressurized tire alert, and I'm like, what? And I go and look, and it's 51. Two problems with California drivers. When it rains, they don't change the weight correct. I know most of the people that drive, I will guarantee you they don't check their air pressure around here. I check that religiously once a week. Like $9,700 or something like that. I have to look. Every week or every couple days, it'll be like, we gotta get a new part for this that we weren't gonna expected. Oh, FU. If I had the money, I'd buy it there, Hamstick. For some reason, I thought it was red. I remember it being a super messy car. It was like the messiest Tesla I've ever seen in my life.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. Haven't heard from that place for a while.
And you know what? I'm not judging. I'm just saying. You should have seen my car back in the day. I had like it was full of trash in the back seat. Like it went up to the seat. It was awesome. And it was like mostly McDonald's and AM/PM wrappers. They had the two AM/PM hamburgers for 99 cents. So I would eat that every day going to work. When I was very poor. In fact, I slept in that car a couple nights too. You detailed it so I could go sit in the ocean for 10 days? I got to be honest with you. If I had the money, I'd buy the car and I would just use that to commute with.
It's also stretched out.
Does it have a Hawaii plate? I'd have to change it, right?
Got to talk to
Oh, I know how it is.
Alpha 7 Lima Tango X-ray in Vancouver, BC, also, along with several California stations. Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm guessing something's going to be happening. Brent, what's going on? If I had 15 grand, I'd give it to you right now and just drive it in the ground.
The Yaesu FT8 I'm running about 40 watts into ALS 600 solid state amp, an old MSA 986 differential T-tuner, and a loop antenna, Sam. Loop antenna, about 310 foot of wire in the air, and it's in the shape of a triangle. Anyway, you can see pictures of it, the twin lead part of the antenna.
Waiting for the phone call? What are you talking about? Yeah, dude, I really love my car. After driving a couple different rental cars, I am like, I know I made the right choice. I understand, dude. I don't think we're going to World War III. I don't think we're that stupid anymore.
Well, I can get 400 out of this amp pretty easy.
Well, you can get a used one. I was looking online for like 20 grand, so you're not that far off. The thing is what yours is this 18?
A lot better than this. People encroach on you up and down from near frequency, so if you have a little bit extra power, the chances
I mean, that's 7-year-old car. Keep that in mind. 7 years. 277? Oh, man. But it's like really sit in the middle of the ocean right now. Being in Hawaii is like not a good thing. Hawaii, Florida, you know, somewhere on the East Coast where you get really bad weather. Oh, you're still in the reserves? By the way, I'm not joking. I'm not joking, but I'm very serious. Thank you for your service. It takes a lot of sacrifice. I mean, look at Eric. He's going to be missing his car. People take that shit for granted, or stuff for granted, and it's a very like serious thing. I remember talking to my grandfather about duty and service. It's going to stick with me the rest of my life. He was, you know, just outside of Pearl Harbor when it got bombed by about 20 miles. His boat was one of the first boats to come back in after it got bombed out. He had some pretty credible stories about that time. And he talked about it. I'm like, weren't you nervous? He's like, no, that's what I was there. I was there to be doing that stuff. You know, if something happened to me, oh well. And he was just like so matter of fact about it. Totally different generation we have now. I don't hear him very good. I'm just gonna try to find a frequency and start calling some CQ. You guys tell me if I'm in some problems, if I'm keen over somebody, or thank you all you guys for your service. I did not join. I was gonna join the Navy, and just didn't work out. I guess it was a good thing, I guess. But I had some people disappointed, but
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Ooh, look at that jump. That SWR jump. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling is the frequency in use.
I shouldn't have to keep like tuning my radio. Jason, you think something's gonna be bigger than what's going on? I mean, just your personal opinion, not any knowledge. You can hear me here in Florida. By the way, what city are you in Florida? You have to train. Everybody trains the same through boot camp, right? You shoot. Everybody shoots, right? And then you just branch off, and some people make hamburgers, and some people blow up stuff. Panhandle, like Pensacola. How far are you from Pensacola?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is frequency in use?
Yes, it is by you.
Who is this?
Good evening, Greg. This is Dana, November 7 uniform. Foxtrot Tango calling from way away.
Wow, I'm putting you in the logbook here on 20, dude. I can't believe I can actually hear you. You're about a S6. You're right mixed in with my noise for obvious reasons. Copy that. And I might have a project that I might need some help with putting up a loop antenna. In fact, I'm going to pull it up on my screen here. This thing right here, the E antenna HF rotable antenna.
Did I say home QTH?
Dana, you're right mixed in my noise here. Copy that. I think I'm going to try to go to 40 tonight, make some contacts.
I was just going to say, Eric.
All right, Dana 7.3. I'm going to QSY to 7 megahertz, 40 meters.
Don't worry, I didn't put it on the screen. Do you guys really honestly think something's going to happen? I mean, seriously, I don't. I got to figure out where to put it, too. Look at all that band activity.
All the information anybody he's talked to. I've heard his real voice before anyway. So what's funny is these guys think they're like, they do shit. Like all these protesters, they're doing this shit with a mask on. Nowadays, they can take a picture. They can do it from your eyes, your forehead, your clothing, your whole mannerisms, how you walk, how you talk. They run this shit through AI, and they can pick you out of a crowd, even though you were wearing a mask.
Dad, good night and happy Father's Day.
Thank you. And no tooth came out today, huh? No. Remember, it was a year ago. Well, technically not a year ago today, but last year on Father's Day, your tooth came out. And you love talking about it for like a whole year, huh?
I nearly lost it on Mother's Day.
You nearly lost it, but you didn't.
It was like in the week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was the same week.
Look, these are my fangs.
Yeah, you're going to need braces in a couple months probably. Or next year.
It looks like Olivia.
Well, they don't start till...
Daddy, it looks like Olivia has braces, but her teeth are... But she didn't have braces. Her teeth are just very straight.
Dana says to say hello. Do you remember Dana? He came over. I almost killed him in the backyard when it was super hot. When we're putting in that pole in the backyard.
I don't remember that.
It was over a year ago. That felt like half of your life. Yes, people saying hello to you. So Jason says, hi, Haley. And she actually spells her name. I got to correct her. Don't forget, I need that card. What? Okay, just put it by my stuff. She spells it H-A-I.
I noticed that.
What?
I thought I noticed that.
Want to tell them how you spell it?
Hailey.
I'm sorry. I'm listening to something else in my ear, too. All right. Well, you got to you're not getting up. Daddy only slept a couple hours the last couple nights, so I'm going to be probably done here in a little bit. I'm tired myself. You see Daddy's got a missing tooth down here? I had to get taken out.
When?
I was in junior high. I was in 8th grade when I had it taken out. And it hurt really bad.
Like Aunt Shannon, but not in junior high?
No, she had her wisdom teeth taken out. That didn't hurt for me. Those were fine. I went to work right after that. All right. Good night.
Can you come to my room?
Not tonight. I love you, okay?
Love you.
You be good tomorrow and have fun at
I will.
camp. I almost said school. Let me see here. Where was I at here? What's going on here?
You and Chuck in Sacramento, you guys get together and put antennas up. Like I said, you guys are all screwed up. You're mentally disturbed.
What am I listening to here?
It's pathetic. It'd be interesting. I'd like to see what your home life's like, to be honest. I'd like to know if you have like kids or if you got a wife and a family and shit like that.
Dog.
And then you do this shit. You're one of those people that ends up on the news.
All I want to do is stick my penis in your...
You know, I don't have time to listen to ridiculous people do stupid stuff. I don't have a call sign I can't address you, so I'll just talk over you. W6TNT.
W6TNT?
I have too much juice.
Anyhow, I think, it's going on 8:30ish or so.
This guy's in
It's
Lone
Father's
Pine.
Day. I think I'm going to head inside and watch something reasonable. Bad people.
I wouldn't say I fixed my noise because I still have a lot of noise, but I'm in a sloper configuration.
7-3, all. Even the jammer. 7-3 to you guys. You guys need some help. I'm out of here. All right, KJ6VRC. Yeah, I'm gonna head out.
I don't know. I was gonna
Randy
go
out
there and
in
listen to
Arizona,
it.
and whoever else, Weldon and Rubber Toe. Anybody and everybody that's got a call sign, you guys have a good night, 73. And for you jammers, you guys need help. You need mental wellness. You can talk all the penis and this and that and stuff like that. But like I said, when you look
They
in
call
the
those
mirror
squeakers or
and it's
something like that, or
quiet, it's
squeakies
dark
or
in
something
your
like
house
that.
and you reflect on your life, I honestly would really like to know what kind of person you are. Because like I said, I used to be a paramedic, and I used to go to houses with alcoholics and drug addicts and people with mental issues like you and stuff like that, where they used to either strangle themselves.
Some guy sitting with a Yaesu hat and his lazy boy. Oh.
I think you guys paint a pretty good picture with your
Holding a beer, holding a Coors Light.
what you guys got going on in your life. So, like I said, when you're looking in the mirror, make sure you look over your shoulder, because somebody's gonna find you.
Spending a lot of time talking to him. I just ignore it.
Jason and Dave 7-3s, man. W6TNT and KJ6VRC. Guys, great talking to you. 7-3s, have a great night. And take care. Yeah, 7-3s.
So I didn't get to see your responses if you guys think something's going to happen. Like, your honest, not knowing information opinion.
Don't let them too well then.
I mean, I personally... I don't know. I just thought I just literally just turned this on. This is interesting.
And he's on a vertical, and he's got a kick-ass signal, so it's either where he's at.
Should I get on and say K6 FUU?
Antenna he's got's pretty good, because usually polarization with vertical and horizontal antennas is usually shit. So
I think you're actually right about that.
20 plus.
Yeah, there's 20 dB difference.
And stuff like that, and stuff like that, and stuff like that, and stuff like that.
I mean, verticals are good for DX, but they're not very good for local, short stuff like between Arizona and here.
I don't think anything big's gonna happen. I think this is like the climax maybe of it.
You hear all the jammers. They're spinning their wheels, freaking out. Their mental illness is kicking into high gear. Like I said, you guys, when you're looking in the mirror and you're thinking about your life, or the drugs, or the alcohol, or the abuse, or what you got going on, or the ex-wife, or the nobody likes you bullshit, stuff like that. That's why you do the things. Nobody hates you. We just feel.
What if I throw in a K6FU?
If you talk about it, then we could understand you. So then maybe somebody would listen to you. But just lashing out is not an answer. Being pathetic.
This guy's got a good signal here.
Is, there's always help out there.
I just want you to lick my taint and shut the fuck up while you lick.
You get them fired up, they start jamming over each other. I can't even understand what you guys are saying. You want to talk one at a time and tell me what's wrong with you? Like where somebody touched you as a child, or
I think they did.
Do you have to use a colostomy bag because all the abuse you got? I mean, just let let it out.
I've never heard anything like this.
You're not even letting each other talk. Oh my.
Oh my.
You guys are spun out.
Should I throw a K6FU in there?
People like you in the back of an ambulance and then strap you down and give you drugs and take you to the mental institution. You guys realize that? You're fucking jamming a guy that used to strap people like you down and take you away.
You're a volunteer paramedic. Shut the fuck up.
It's true. Like I said, you can't. I mean, I had better people than you try and cut me and spit on me and kick me out of the back of the ambulance. I've had psychopaths that were better than you I dealt with. Like I said, that's what's so funny. I could talk to you. You want to talk about it? You want to tell me about what hurt you or what brought you this in your life?
Yeah, my noise is a little bit better.
But as I was telling Aaron, one of the things I want to try is this. I think it's a chameleon.
It's all right.
It's going to be
it's all right for like 5 minutes.
Vertical with some elevated radials, and I want to try that for another portable antenna. I've heard good things about that. But the antenna, I like it. Oh, very good, very good.
Those are the wideband boys there with their awesome audio. That might be the only thing. My noise is pretty decent here for 40 meters. Well, did you guys actually want to listen to that crap?
Whiskey Quebec 6 London QRZ. Hello CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. Hello CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Queen 6 London, Washington, Quebec 6 Lima. Calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. Whiskey Quebec 6 London, WQ6L. Calling CQ and standing by.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, big signal. I guess that's Greg down in SoCal. I've got you in the log here, over.
Copy that. Sounding good. I heard you calling out when I was scrolling through. So I just want to say hey, and great signal coming down the coast.
Yeah, roger that. I just talked to another guy in Valencia, I guess somewhere down near LA area there too. Yeah, well, very good. One thing about 40 meters at night on the coast seems to be always in there, over.
Yeah, we got a nice path up there. I get to Arizona this time of night. You folks up there in Northern California, Oregon, and sometimes Washington, but it seems like 20 this time of night for Washington seems a little bit better. But just wanted to give you a call out. Didn't know if you just got there making some contacts. Just want to say hey, and I got you in the logbook for the second time.
Well, it's a deal. Thanks a lot. I'm glad you did, Greg.
And have a great upcoming week, and talk to you again soon. K6EGG, WQ6L.
Copy that. 7-3, Steve. QSY.
Should I call out CQ on 200? Dana, are you still following along? I don't think you could do 40, right? He's got a great sounding station, by the way. Steve there, up there in where Apple lives. Can you do 40? Where Apple's from? Cupertino, I believe it's called. Ever been up there, Mr. Seth? That's where all your gadgets are from.
I have not.
Because they're using the it's local sites that are picking them up. They can't get the satellite data from them when they usually go over the ocean like that.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
I have some guy talk about his colonoscopy bag or whatever coming back to me.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
Keep on turning down my mic.
All right, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 40 meters from Chino, California, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Anybody else out there?
Don't all come at once.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from 40 miles east of a riot-free downtown Los Angeles in the city of Chino.
You sure about that?
It is tonight. Colin, you need a ham harder, as KMRD would say.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ on 40 meters.
I know why I had two tuners on at once.
Let's see here. 1, 2. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Echo Golf Golf called CQ from Los Angeles, California. Actually, not really. I'm 40 miles east of Los Angeles, California. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Chino, California, just outside of Los Angeles. Anybody else out there on 40 meters tonight?
Everybody's out here.
I hope so.
Dana, did you see my video of the protesting yesterday I went through? I went up the 101 to the 110 yesterday.
Everybody's out here.
Doesn't sound like it.
We got a bootlegger out here? Great. I was hoping to get some more grids on 40. Dana, do you hear me on 40?
N7 UFT, K6EGG.
I don't think you can do 40, right? Did you still want to borrow my ATOS? You're welcome to it. If you want to use it for field day or something like that. I am on bootlegger frequency.
N7UFT K6EGG.
Oh, I'm not selling at this point. Although I would say if Matt's still in here, he's first in line. K7 UAP. I actually like it. It does pretty good. Can you do 40? No, you can't. You can't hear me on 40? I wonder if Oscar's still on.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California. Kilo Juliet 7, I didn't catch the rest. I'm sorry. Hey, Grant. There you go. I'm still fighting my actually only S7, S8 noise here in Chino. Good to get you in the logbook again tonight. So you're in an apartment doing this? What, do you have it dropped out the window or something like that?
Second story, have a balcony open to the sky. Use a switching pole for a line over the roof and string my wire over the top of the roof.
Hey, good for you. I'm actually going to look you up. Is your address current on QRZ?
Yeah, I've officially doxed myself.
It's all right. I do that every day. It doesn't show an apartment complex. Good for you, getting on the air. That's what it's all about, right?
Yep, sometimes less is more. You got to use what you got and see what you can do and see how things happen.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to see if I can catch a couple more people out here before I have to take off. But 7-3 Grant from Southern California.
7-3, I'll be watching and see who else you can get.
Who cares? You guys know me. I'm not a regular ham YouTuber.
This is a Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters tonight from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles, or 37.8 to be exact. Once again, I just realized that I burnt my wrist today. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called CQ 40 meters.
Kilo Juliet 6, Tango Yankee Oscar.
Kilo Juliet 6, what was it?
Kilo Juliet 6, Tango Yankee Oscar.
Kilo Juliet 6 Tango Yankee Oscar. You're about a 5'9" here in the Southern California.
You're 5'9" out here in Fresno, California, just a little west of Fresno.
Copy that. West of Fresno, like Clovis, west of Fresno?
No, Clovis is east of Fresno, so I'm out by the little town of Carmen, and about 6 to 8 miles west of Highway 99.
Copy that. My sister actually used to live in Fresno, right by the college there. It's Shaw and Cedar, if my memory serves correctly. I'm trying to think what the other street. There's another little side street, but yeah, it's good to hear somebody up there in the Central Valley.
All right,
right, Greg. Well, have a good one, and I've got you on the YouTube channel checking it out.
Copy that. I appreciate you jumping on, and say hi in the chat. If I don't think I saw you in the chat yet.
No, I haven't checked in there yet, but I sure will. All right, well, 7-3s, and have fun out there. KJ6TYO.
Copy that 7-3. Ron, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters tonight.
I say CQ 20 meters in there. Did I lose Seth? I lost Seth, everybody. Seth is gone. He's still a little bit jet lagged, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I won't. Next week is another story. I've done those international trips, and they suck. I spent almost 3 weeks down in Australia, so I was wrecked. I'm going to call it a couple more times here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters tonight from Chino, California, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters.
Here is Kilowatt Bravo 6, Germany, France, Denmark.
KB6GFD, you sound great down here in Southern California. And I'm checking you out on, I'm looking at you on QRZ. Got a nice setup there.
All right, likewise sounding good. Just was tuning through the bands. Was running some AM up the band in the AM window, and now here we are on lower sideband. Now I've got the call as K6EGG, is that correct?
That is a QSL, and I'm drooling over all your outboard analog gear. I don't know if you're still using it, but I see the Aphex 204. I'm running one of those. I used to have an Orban 9700, and I'm talking right now into a RE27ND into a 528E Semi-Trix mic pre.
All right, well, I figured you were doing some audio trickery because it sounds pretty good. That is an older picture. The Orban, the Optimod, is actually the one used in TV. It's the 2-band. That's still up here, but that's out of line. The 204 is out of line. Some of that stuff. Actually, what I did is I switched over to some of the Wheatstone audio gear, but I've still got an Aphex Dominator and a Lexicon PCM70 in the mix, and then the audio board, and then all the trickery heading into the back of the radio. But you never know. You never know how the SWLs are going to be listening. If it's hi-fi or lo-fi, I'm ready for whatever they got.
Are you using a Lexicon for like maybe a little bit of doubling or something?
The PCM70 that is probably about 30 years old is mixing in with a little bit of, I'll call it low frequency reverb enhancement. So it's maybe, and typically you have to have a decent signal to hear it, but it's geared to enhance the low frequency reverb a little bit.
Copy that. I got you about plus 20 on my 7610, but you're fighting a lot of noise, a lot of QSB S7 and noise here. So I don't get to enjoy really good audio, but definitely sounds pretty good. I like that. I'm a professional audio engineer, broadcast, TV broadcast. So I love this is like ultra hobby stuff for me here.
Yeah, that's where my background is in television production. Kind of like you say, I make the beautiful people look beautiful. It's on the other side of the lens, right?
Yes, sir. Just remember, they're the announcers. We're the talent.
That's right. You never know when you might have to step in front of the camera and point at somebody, but typically you're behind the scenes, working holidays and working weekends, and we never close.
Yep, I get it, man. And is it Dennis there? My name's Greg, Golf Romeo, Echo, Golf Golf. And just to let you know, I'm also streaming on YouTube. You can see my audio mixer and stuff like that as well.
Okay. Well, I'll say hello to the video SWLs and the radio
I like that.
SWLs and okay. Let me turn that off. I forgot. I've got my audio pad through. So that was the replay of the replay of the replay. Over.
Copy that. I'm running. Are you running wide right now?
I am on a Kenwood 950SDX Voodoo modified by WZ5Q, and I will have to check my NRSC curve on the Wheatstone. I was on AM, so I have a feeling that I'm on the 4.5. I got to bring it up here. Oh, no, I'm at 5. So yeah, let me go to 4.5. But anyway, this is ESSB over.
Copy that. I can only receive at 3.6, but yeah, you sound great, man. I talked to some of the guys. There's a guy in San Diego, another guy up in Northern California do the wide ESB, whatever you just said. I'm sorry. The process audio, I like to call it. Those guys sound like AM superstations. Like, you know, I love that stuff. So yeah, this is good stuff here. I wish I had a radio I can go a little bit wider and I can really play with some stuff, because I have an SSL mixer here and all kinds of good little goodies that I can widen out. I do have an Aphex compeller here, or actually that was a Dominator. I have it out of line, but I could put that thing in and probably push a little bit more too.
Yeah, there's hi-fi audio, which is what you're doing, taking whatever glass you got, whether it's 2.8 ounce or 3 ounce or 2.4 ounce.
It's a Dominator,
running
Aphex Dominator.
You can to get it, and that definitely tells. And most people are listening.
Aphex Dominator 720.
Hey, don't throw away the Studio Dominator. That's one of the things that still is in my rack here. It's an older one. I think it's a 700. It's the one that they first came out with in the, I guess, late 80s or 90s. I really like the ease of that, the nice one knob. If you want a little bit of low frequency enhancement, high frequency enhancement, I do not use the limiter on it, although I could, but the Wheatstone works better for that. And that's actually in line in between the two processors. I really do like that unit. And I have a compeller, but I took it out because the 5-band and the look-ahead seemed to work a little bit better on that. And so hi-fi is what you're doing, and then extended ESSB, extended sideband is what I'm doing, because I'm pushing the limits above 3K on the transmitter, and then I'm actually limiting the bandwidth with the audio processor. So yeah, if anyone's what I call putting on the 3D audio classes or listening on the headphoniums, they will hear the difference probably. Over.
Yep, I love it. I'm going to have to get a Flex or something of that nature. Maybe a modified Kenwood or modified. I don't know if you can modify a 7610. I don't know. On the radio portion of it, I'm not too familiar with the audio stuff. There's a lot you can play with. Reverb, compression, sidechain compression, all kinds of good stuff. I kind of fiddle with that a little bit, but that doesn't really help too much.
All right, KB6GFD. Okay, I brought the picture up without the audio so I didn't get the feedback. And I love the way you have the display set up with the audio board, and you're there up in the corner, and even like the meters, and yeah, you can switch what you want. You're like Carol Merrill. Behind the curtain that we're now showing, that Greg is now showing us, the audio board. It looks good, sounds good. I do a thing likewise, well, kind of. That's the control point. But
Sweet.
On Saturday evenings, and the station you just talked to, Ron, that was west of Fresno, also does a net here locally. I'm in Fresno. We do a net on Saturdays called the Old Tube Radio Network, oldtuberadio.net, where we invite the vintage stations of the Class D 11-meter radio variety to take a transmission and relive the days of yore. Over.
You know, is that on YouTube? That sounds very familiar. I remember seeing somebody that talks into a shotgun microphone or something like that, 416 or something of that nature. Does that ring a bell, or is that you guys or anything?
That rings a bell. I've got the AKG shotgun microphonium in front of my mouth right now. Over.
Hey, I'm going down the right path. Okay. Well, it's glad to talk to you folks. I think I've heard some of your folks' stuff before.
Yeah, it's always
fun for the listeners tuning
Yep.
in and people that
We talked
are
about this there, Dustin.
need encouragement to get out of the SWL mode and maybe get their license, expand the horizons. It's like a big park, you know. If you don't like what's over here, you can kind of wander over to 10 meters and see something else going on. And you know what? Neither you or I are going to get a bill for this conversation at the end of the month. That's what I like about radio.
Yep, absolutely. So, and Ron just jumped in my chat here, so it's good to get him get you folks in here. I eventually will get a wideband radio. I need to get a little better antenna system, which is probably my next thing I'm going to work on. But I appreciate the contact tonight there from Fresno there.
All right, thanks for letting me take up more time than necessary. I like the display. I'll look. Oh, let me know when does the K6EGG extravaganza happen? You on a schedule, or is it? It's like catch it when you can and subscribe.
It's kind of like catch it when you can and subscribe. I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not looking for like sponsorship or anything like that, or monetization of any sorts, or super whatever that thing is, super chat. I'm like, I want to show what I'm doing in my shack, and I'm trying to learn stuff, like learn radio stuff and frequency stuff, and maybe some people are pick me up and watch on YouTube and want to learn. We had a couple new hams that's hopped in the chat. So this is just a person jumping on their radio and happen to be live streaming. So I kind of do it when I can. I work 40 to 60 to 70 hours a week. So my next plan, what I'm going to try to do is next Sunday about the same time. If not, maybe something in the morning or something earlier. So I just come on when I can.
All right, good deal. That's what we do with OTR. Same thing with the video. It's just there, and it's there. It's not for any particular thing. And in fact, we started we started on the air about 40 years ago with this net, and at some point it got out of hand with an audio stream and then a video stream. It's sort of like welcome, bring your old radios and welcome to the 21st century. Greg, thanks for picking me up. The audio sounds good on the 7610. Hello to the video listeners. Hello to the shortwave listeners. Get on the air and have, as we say in armature radio, Foxtrot Uniform November. Kilowatt Bravo 6, Germany, France, Denmark.
Copy that. 7-3, it was great chatting with you. I always love meeting new people, Dennis. So you take care, sir. Have a wonderful evening. If Ron is still listening, you guys take care. 7-3, and I'm going to go QRT. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
6MS here.
Hey, Mike, looks like we still have conditions to the south here.
Yeah, is this Mark in Voodoo Land?
In Voodoo Land.
God, those guys sound so good. I'm so freaking jealous. I've always wanted to geek out on this sort of stuff. When I first started doing radio, I remember listening on shortwave to 20 meters. I think it was 20 meters. I don't remember offhand. And I remember hearing these guys, and this is back in the 90s, right? You're right. And I remember hearing, I'm like, man, when I get older, when I'm like an old guy, those guys are probably dead and gone by now, because I was 15 and those guys are in their 70s. That's the wind system we're listening to. Pardon me. So I remember listening to those guys and going, dang, man. And this is before, all this obsolete audio stuff came out of studios that we're all able to get now at, a tenth of the price of what it is new. A lot more better equipment available now, but even back then, those folks sounded great. So, yeah, KB2 UKA, I've not heard them over the air as far as HF, but I know some people on the East Coast that they chat with him. He's a big voodoo guy, or whatever you want to call it. ESSB. I always get the different. There's so many different terms for it. I just call it the wideband boys or whatever. But yeah, just the amazing. I want to play with that portion of it. My portion in with the RF portion. I like the RF portion, but I would like to squeeze as much of my weak voice
into this thing and send it out through the air. That just, I don't know. It always kind of, I don't know, intrigued me, so to speak. And one of my friends that we're actually got our license together, he ended up being a broadcast engineer for radio. And I remember the day that he was nice enough to let me come up when he was playing with some of the processing for the radio station he was working at the time. And I was like, man, this is cool. This is cool stuff, because that's a whole nother thing. I don't deal with that sort of stuff. There's audio clips I can play. Oh, I remember seeing this before. This is older. I'll have to take a listen to this. I don't want to steal this guy's content. Yeah, but this is... This is all like tube studio gear right here. I'm surprised he's using this, because this isn't like... I don't know. We don't see too many of that stuff in our world. Yeah, but I definitely want to get into this more. This part of the hobby, obviously, I love making contacts. I love playing with my antenna placement. Yeah, I've definitely seen this site before. Oh, wow. Oops. There's a lot of stuff in there. By the way, you guys know I love it. I love looking at ham shacks. I can look at this all day long. They all have the same gear. Right? It's all the same stuff. What does he have here? An RE20. And I don't know what the other mic is. Yeah, see, they have all the same mic preamps. I did not. I had a 737 mic preamp. I'm spacing on the name of it. I wasn't too thrilled with it. I like this 528E from Semitrex. There's something, I don't know, it's kind of poppy. I was on 200. I see you guys on 208. I got to get some rest, man. I've been kind of burned it the last couple of days. I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff, so. It's RE20. Yeah, see, I like this stuff. This is old. These are old pictures here, though. This is a lot of old stuff. Look at that old stereo right there. Fireworks going off. Yeah, look at all this stuff here. And see, you can do a lot of this with like for instance, so I have this mixer here, right? I can, the way this mixer, let me put this in here. The way this mixer works is every one of these ins and outs, right? I can send digitally. So if I really, really wanted to push it with very little latency, I can take this radio channel that I use to feed aux2 that feeds my 9700 and 7610. I can run that through my computer and do basically everything all that equipment can do through waves, and just by the different what do you call it? Not programs, but they call plugins for it. I'm getting tired. Sorry. It's been 2 hours. I didn't get up at all either. I had no peeing. 2:15, no pee. You guys should be proud of me. Yeah, I really want to get into that. But anyways, it's almost kind of like cheating if you do that. and it still doesn't sound quite right. This is why I still like to use the outboarded gear, because it's just not as. I also got to stay up a little bit late because I got off work last night at 11, got home at midnight, got to bed at 1, woke up at 7. You guys saw earlier my time of sleep. Anyways, I got to stay up late because I don't want to feel tired tomorrow if I get up too early. So, Roy, you take care. So definitely there is a richness of audio sound that you do miss when you use digital, what's the word? Not fake. When you use the digital stuff, it's just not quite there. And you can have the best running computer and still not. I didn't order it yet. I hope to order it by the end of the summer. We'll have to see. You want the loop? I talked to somebody in Texas with it. He swore by it. He sounded good. I'll put it here in the chat. It's like $300. Hey, Dennis, nice to see you in there, man. We were just on the website for that. Yeah, I was listening to you at, what is it, 3.6? So I had you about as wide as I can, about as wide as I can go. Yeah, I know, but then I'm going to need an amplifier. Yep, you're right. Supposedly, I heard that's better. I got all the gear here to go wide, except for the radio to go really wide. I mean, I'm also running, I forgot, 266. And I got it in my insert point here. So I got an insert point here that I have the semi-Trex feeding. I have a mic split. I'm using it reversed. It's just a splitter anyways. One's feeding this feed, this channel. The other one's feeding this channel, which I have down. I have aux 2 set on pre, and it's a stereo aux. I send the left side to the 90s. Yep, the left side to the 9700, the left side to the 7610, the right side to the 9700. And then I insert the Aphex 204 and I use the gate function and no compression on for the 266 here. So when I talk, it kind of gates out any background noise, and at least in theory, it should do that. That's how I have it going on. The Flexes do it. The Hermes Light do it. And then a lot of guys, they modify Kenwoods. At least some of the guys that I've talked to. And I think like on some of the Flexes, and maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong, you can like put the plugins within the program that feed it. So yeah, this mixer has got a ton of headroom too. I can like peak these in red; it won't be distorted. That's the thing I like about these SSL consoles. Like this is a lot of money for something for what I'm doing. Obviously, I could do this with a Mackie. I've done it; they've done really good. But I did get some RFI in with them. But this thing is just solid. Yep. That too. I won't forget. Yeah, the Yaesu go wide. I talked to you before, Chase, wide, right? You were wide, obviously, not me. So I don't know if you guys can see. I have my photo or my camera over it. So I just have my auxes labeled there, and all that's so all these will do digital, analog and digital outs. So what I was saying is I could take this insert point and go into a DAW and add a bunch of plugins and do what I was doing virtually through the through the computer what I'm doing with this analog gear, but I like the analog gear. You can just you could feel it a little bit better. And I think, Dennis, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I hear. I might have to get a Kenwood. Sorry, Yaesu. I don't know. I know right now I want to get a little bit better of a permanent antenna, so I don't have to keep going out and redoing it. Yeah, at the analog gear, it just has a better feel to it. I like the feel and touch. And Grayman, Tim's not in here. Grayman Poda, he mentioned this on his stream that he started going over the digital world. He just couldn't make it sound the same. And I feel that way about analog stuff with digital stuff. You just can't make it sound the same. Well, our ears are now used to it. Once we got the CD, we definitely got used to it. I hope does this mic sound nice and clean? I've changed some settings. I got it sucking in the room though. He has a better feel and a much cleaner sound. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. And don't get me wrong, Waves is great. I mean, you can make it sound good. I'm using some post CBS loudness control, I guess you can call it, for my main mix out. So if something super loud comes in, it still kind of catches it. It doesn't distort it. And it also kind of equals out my audio level to like -20 where it should be, or -17 CBSU or whatever. I forget I'm tired. Get the term there. But I'm going to get out of here. I thank you guys so much for being in here. On a totally serious note, I hope things don't go to hell in a handbasket in the Middle East, which it might. Although personally, without knowing anything, I think cooler heads will prevail. I hope. I hope some people learned from history. I do like watching history stuff. I remember my grandfather always showing me these war things, and at the end of them, I always wonder, why did they do that? And he's like, you know what? They didn't really gain much from it. So keep that in mind. I hope all is well. You guys take care. Dana, we'll have to chat here at some point. You guys take care. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Which one do I have here? I have... Oh, you know what? I have the DT700 Pro X from Bayer Dynamic. These headphones sound pretty good. They're true. They sound true. They're natural. They're flat. I like flat ones. So, hey, Craig, we're just about ready to take off. But thanks for jumping in here. You guys take care. Have a wonderful evening. I'll leave you guys with some Weather Channel. How about that?